Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Maulina Setiawan. In this second international conference on science, engineering, and technology application, I want to present our paper about break-even point analysis in determining minimum production capacity in the precast concrete industry from the framework of thinking. First is a crucial role in Indonesian economic growth. Rapid population growth and urbanization increase the demand for quality infrastructure across various sectors. And precast concrete offers higher efficiency, quality, and safety compared to conventional method. It can shorten project duration by up to 30% and ensure consistent product quality. The rapid expansion of the precast industry has created strong competition. Companies must enhance efficiency, innovation, and sustainability while managing fluctuating demand. But the effective capacity management help companies as resource efficiently reduce waste and stay competitive. Data-driven analysis support the better decision and long-term performance. After that, about the methodology that we make on this our paper from the flow chart shown. This research is based on the premise that in a quality optimized production capacity will lead to various forms of inefficiency in the manufacturing process, such as long lead times, low machine utilization, and high production costs in the precast industry. And for the primer data, we can see from the table, first data is about structure data, and the target data is on production area. The types of data that we can get is about production cycle flow, and the second, we also active the internal document, such as annual report, annual cost report, and then sales report. The secondary data is consists of academic literature, book and industry standard, statistic and regulation, internal company document, and etc. The example is the conference proceeding, operation management, SNE standard for the precast concrete, and the other is production report, thesis, dissertation in the campus respiratory, and etc. After that, in the discussion and result, in this slide, shown that the table about the precast concrete production capacity in Indonesia and precast sales in Indonesia. It is known that the production capacity utilization rate in the national precast concrete industry is still relatively low. From the table, we can show the range is about 25 and 26%. After that, we try to analyze the precast market, then can absorb on the company that I will to research. The company is located in Karawang, West Java. It focuses on providing precast concrete product for the large-scale infrastructure project, particularly those fund that corporate loan cooperation, including the MRT project and several other transportation and public facility projects. The data that we analyze is production data and cubic data per year from this company to analyze that utilization company, and then we also get the cost budget data plan and then try to calculation the break-even point from the cost budget and the capacity data that we can see from the table is shown that the data that we have to analyze. The first table is the capacity utilization from 2020 until 2030. And then the second is the data about the cost budget data from 2020 until 2030. After that, after we can get the company data, uh, we also analyze the company strategy. In this paper, we use SWOT analysis. It's about the strength, the weakness, the opportunity, and the threat for the company that I get to research for this paper. The first is about the strength. In this point, we can analyze about the internal factor that are advantage of an organization or the project, such as competent human resource, and then modern technology and equipment, high product quality, strong reputation or brand, and then efficient management system. And the second point is about the weakness from the company. In this point, we also can analyze about the internal factor that are obstacle or weakness. For example, is high operation cost, dependence on certain supplier, lack of the product innovation, ineffective organizational structure, and then the minimal promotion and marketing. After that is the point about the opportunity. In this point is about the external factor that can be utilized for the growth, such as the market growth and increasing demand, government policy support, advance in a new technology, public trend toward the environmentally friendly product, opportunity for expansion into next region or segment. Uh, and the last is about the trade. It's also about the external factor that can hinder or reduce performance. For example, is tight market competition, fluctuation in raw material price, and then change in government regulation or policy, unstable global economic condition, and shift in customer trend or taste. And after that is the conclusion. After the BEP is calculated, an evaluation is carried out to see whether the production value has reached or exceed the BEP. If the production value is bigger than BEP, the company's current strategy is considered to appropriate and can be continued. But if the production value is less than the break-even point, the company strategy is analyzed and reviewed. This process evaluate the current strategy or for change or improvement to increase the efficiency and profitability. And this is the reference that we use to make this research or this paper. Maybe I think enough. This is the explanation about our framework thinking for our research. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.